Hi guys, welcome back to Olive Grove Rustic Retreat. And we have a beautiful day today, a little bit of cloud in the air. So today I'm going to show you a few bits and pieces, give you some tips and tricks, and but first I'm going to crack on with cutting the grass. Okay, so I've cut the grass here and it's looking nice and tidy now. All looking good. I've still got to cut all of this over here, but my farmhand Gasper has been cutting all around the trees over here, the olive trees. But let me introduce you to Gasper. Gasper is a fantastic gentleman who lives in the village, and he's been with us for like 5 or 6 years. So I just would like you to introduce him to you. And this is Gasper. Gasper, my amigo who helps us out here on the farm. So when you hear and you see him in the background, that's who Gasper is. Okay, continua, senor. Mucho obrigado. So yeah, just to get back to the grass. In the early days, when we first started off here, there was no grass here. This was like almost like this, and I used to call it the desert of Sudan, because it was just nothing here. And it's taken me 3 or 4 years, actually longer than that, probably 4 or 5 years to get it like this. And still not perfect to how I'd want it. There's a lot of, I think it's called clove grass that has taken over. Also wild weeds and stuff here. Very difficult here on the farm. It's not like your house in the middle of the suburbs kind of grass situation. It's a lot more delicate and more difficult to, how can I say, grow the grass here. So in the early days I was just chucking seeds out here and with a bit of soil, hoping that it would grow. And the ants would steal the seed. As soon as you pull a seed out of a packet, they will sniff it out and take it. well, especially here on the farm. So I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks on how I managed to get around the ants without killing the ants, okay, because we want to keep the ecosystem going and all of that. So let me show you what I did to combat all the ants and get the grass to how it is now. I mean, look at that. Beautiful, hey? Still not 100% the way I want it, but it's better than it was. It's better than the desert of Sudan, so as I would say. Right, let me crack on and show you the tips and tricks on how to seed your grass and get around the ants. So here's a top tip for germinating your grass seeds so the ants don't steal them. Because I had a major war in the beginning when I first started doing this grass over here in the early days. So let me show you how it's done. First of all, I've only got a little bit left here, but this is just normal lawn seed. You can do this with any other grass seed that you get. Maybe you've got kukui, which is a South African grass seed, or any kind of long grain grass seed. I don't know if you can see that. And what you do is get yourself one of these little mesh bags. I get these from Lidl. Get them at the fruit and veg section, and then I just fill them up with seeds. I don't have much in this left in here, and I basically just fill it up. Or else you can use the traditional seeder like this. The old, you just put the seed in here and run it along wherever you want to seed it. But I find that doesn't really work because the ants will steal the seed. So I find that this method is probably the best method. Well, for me at least. Everybody's got their own kind of method. But for me, this is the winner. I'm beating them at their own game. And I don't have much left here. Probably another handful or so. Come on. And we'll just pull it up. And then what you got to do is get yourself a bucket of water. And you just put the seed in the water. I've already prepared two other bags here. And I just dunk them in the water, get the seeds nice and soaked. I usually soak the seeds for 24 hours or so overnight, and then I hang them up. And I'll show you, by hanging them up, it's like hanging up shark bait, because the ants sniff this stuff out very quickly. So I just hang the bags up, yeah, like this. Show you. Come with me. So there's the seed, and I hang it up on a hook. Crikey moly. So I hang them up like that. Just let them drain a bit. You don't want them too soggy, but you got to check. You got to keep, the trick is to keep on checking that the seeds stay fairly moist. You don't want the seed to dry out, and then it doesn't work properly. So I leave them like that, and then I dunk them in the water maybe once or twice a day over a period of 2 or 3 days, depending on the weather. At the moment it's nice and humid and nice and warm. It's about 25-26 degrees today, bit overcast, cloudy, but it's a perfect day to start. And the reason why I'm doing this seed now for the moment is I'm gonna do patches. So I've got a lot of patches here on the grass where either Sally has done a pee-pee, or the grass hasn't taken up, cut with the lawnmower too low or something. I mean, like here's a perfect example. So I think Sally might have had a little wee here, but you just take away the old grass and prepare it a bit, and then what you got to do is, well, what I usually do is I mix it with this amazing fertilizer, especially for grass. It's called Zero Revla. Zero Revla. This stuff is amazing. So the whole mission, once the seed is germinated, okay, you will then gonna get your wheelbarrow out. You put this fertilizer in the wheelbarrow, and you will cast the seeds into the fertilizer. It's specially made for grass seeds, so it's not too strong to it won't kill the seed. And I'm making quite a big batch here now for the patches, but up at the Chiringuito area there, I prepared an area for the seed. I want to start another little grass patch up there. So that is my top tip for the grass seed. I will show you once they've sprouted in a couple of days, and I'll show you how I mix it into the fertilizer. But in the meantime, I'm going to crack on with some other stuff and show you a little bit around. And what a beautiful day. Fantastic here in central Portugal at the moment. This is my favorite time of the year. I mean, look how beautiful these flowers are. A bit of wind today, but look at this. Look at these little olives. In a few months they will be huge. So and look at the olive trees here at the moment on the farm. I mean, look at this beauty. We didn't cut the olive trees back so much this year, because the previous year we cut them back, and we only got about 40 liters of olive oil. And my record here of olive oil for the amount of olive trees that I have here on the farm has been 210 liters. So if you cut them back, it takes a couple of years for the olives to come back like it was before. So we just lightly trimmed them this year, and it's going to be a bumper season this year. So in November, when I harvest the olives, you will come with me and I'll show you the lagar and how we harvest the olives and how that gets pressed and all of that stuff. So yeah, right, I'm going to crack on. So guys, I just wanted to show you my protea. Look at this beaut. She's starting to open up now, looking absolutely stunning, and it won't be long before she'll be completely open. So this is day 2 of the seed pollination or germination, so to speak. And what you do is just, I dunked them in water again today, earlier on, and now you can see some of this whole top part is dry, but the bottom is wet. So just shake them up a bit and let that drain out a bit more. You don't want them to be too dry, and you don't want them to be too wet. So you got to find the happy medium. And hopefully tomorrow, day 3, I'll see some action. I see there is already a little something going on there. So As soon as I start seeing some green shoots, then you know, there we go, there's one, there's two. Okay, so there's some action, yeah, on day 2. There we go, there's some green in there. Don't know if you can see that. So all looking good for tomorrow. I think tomorrow we'll do the patch that I want to use the seed on, and that'll be that. Have a look how fantastic these ice plants are in full bloom. Look at this, absolutely stunning. Check that out. And this one, absolutely amazing, man. Wow. So check out this these ants. They got themselves a little intercontinental ballistic highway going on here, and these are the smaller ones. We get a far bigger one, about a centimeter long, black ants, and they will steal all your seed, your grass seed, if you putting grass seed down. And so my advice is to always make sure you germinate your grass seed, mix it into your substrate, and put it where you're going to put it down, because by doing that they won't eat the seeds. So it's morning of day 3 with regards to germination of the grass seed. So just to show you here what they look like. I see some green shoots here. I'm gonna now I'm gonna mix this in with some soil in the Ciro Revela. So I see Sally's come back from a little jaunt, and now it's time to mix this in. So let me just put down the camera and I'll quickly tip this out into the wheelbarrow. And righty tighty, that is done. So now what the mission is to take all the clumps out of the soil, the fertilizer. Look at this stuff, beautiful, specially made for grass. And this is the stuff. This is the stuff. Right, let me get my gloves and other stuff that I need here, and I'll sort this out quick. Okay, I've got some tools here. Just get this nice and broken up. You've got to take all the clumps out. This is the best mix I've ever used on grass. I really think it's It's the nuts, so to speak. You hear the birds in the background. I love it. So right, now we're just going to mix some seed in here. Check that out. Oh yeah. Look at that. Okay, let's mix this in. So I've got 2 bags of this stuff for the area that I'm going to be using it on, and so I've just put like basically one bag like this to one bag of mix, and I'll take this up to the area that I'm going to be working on and show you what we do. So that's that done. I'll take this up to the Chiringuito area where I want to lay some grass. Well, I'm going to put this grass seed down, and I'll show you what that's all about, and then I'll crack on with wheelbarrow number 2, and then I've got another bag for all the little patches here on this grass here. This stuff is amazing, that's all I can tell you. It's really good. Right, let's crack on. So right, we're going up to the area where I'm going to put the seed. Check a little beetle. Okie dokie, let's get the show on the road, yeah. But look how beautiful the gardens are here. Look at that. Absolutely stunner balls. Everything is cut, neat and tidy, just the way I like it. Right, let me crack on. Yeah, the birds. Beautiful, love it. So hopefully this will take over the next couple of days and start shooting to the moon. Like I always say, moonshine. Sally's come to sniff out what I'm doing here. Hey, Sal? Crikey, it's so warm here already in the morning. It's only like 9:30 or whatever. But yeah, that's that. Done and dusted. We'll leave that now for the elements. I'm just going to put a bit of water on here. And that's that, done and dusted. So, now that that's all completed for the day, I'm going to end the video here and crack on with some other stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, share, and all that jazz. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers from the farm.